Hello, today we are going to do lesson 3 box plots located on page 871. No, 879, not 1. 879. All right, so box plots, chapter 12, lesson 3. On Monday, just a reminder, you will be taking an arithmetic quiz reviewing how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide numbers, decimals, and fractions. So make sure you remember that. I will be giving a quiz you took before spring break. Keep your highest score, so we'll see how you're doing on your skills there. All right. It says plot the data on a line plot. So we're going to take the number of touchdowns that this team has made and put it down on the dot plot. So it's between 24 and 54. So 47, let's put an X above 47. That's going to go right here. 41, that one's going to go here. 35, 38, 28, 54. You could do dots if you don't want to do X's. 49. 24. Another 49. 44. 27. 34, 37, 44, 26, and 36. Put that one in there. All right. Any questions on this one? We have a lot of little X's there, don't we? Okay, it says find the median, the lower extreme, the upper extreme, the first quartile, the third quartile of the data, and place a star on the number line for each value. Okay, so let me switch pen colors here. My middle number. Well, altogether we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. So it's going to be after the 8th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is my 8th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So to find the median, I have to take 37 plus 38. What's halfway between a 37 and a 38? 37.5. So our median is 37.5. Does everyone see how we got the 37.5? Now, I have my upper and my lower. Okay? So, the lower extreme. Okay, I'm just going to, now when you have two middle numbers, then they each get to go, one goes to the lower, one goes to the upper. All right, what's your lower extreme? What's our smallest number? 24. Pardon? Let's wait until we're done with this and then I'll say yes. What is your upper extreme? 54 is your upper extreme. Everyone good with that? Thumbs up. Everybody knows what the lower extreme and the upper extreme is? Good. Your first quartile, this is where we have to find our middle number in the group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to be in between the 4 and the 5. So it's going to be these two. I have to add those two together. 28 plus 34 equals 55. 28, that doesn't equal 55, it's 28. Where did I get 21 from? So 28 plus 34 is going to be 62. Yes, this looks better. And what's 62 divided by 2? 31. So your first quartile is 31. Now we have to do the same thing to our third quartile. What's our middle number? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be in between 47 and 44. 47, 44. So I add 47 plus 44, 91 divided by 2 gives you 45.5. Now remember, kids, Mrs. Robertson does allow you to use a calculator on your homework, but never on your bell work, okay? All right. Everyone see how I got those? You all know how to do that, right? Now it says, what percent of the team scored less than 31 touchdowns? Okay, less than 31, there are 4 of them. 4 out of 16 is 1/4. Kids, what's the percent for 1/4? 25%. What percent of the team scored more than 37.5? Okay, 37.5 is here. It's the green ones. What percent is that? It's half of it, right? This is half above 37.5. 1/2 equals what percent? 50%. Any questions? That's all we're going to do today is we're going to put things in order and talk about what fraction and percent they are. Okay, let's go on to page 880. This is what you're going to do. It's very easy. Construct a box plot. What is a box plot, you might ask? It's box and whiskers, another term for it. Box plot is the same thing as box and whiskers. And the extremes are the whiskers, but now they just call it box plot. It says a box plot or box and whisker plot uses a number line to show the distribution of a set of data by using the median, there's our median, and the quartiles and extreme values. A box is drawn around the quartile values and the whiskers extend from each quartile to the extreme data points that are not outliers. Okay. The median is marked with a vertical line. The figure below is a box plot. Now kids they would include the outlier on the whisker. Sometimes you might see the outlier included. Sometimes you'll just see it left as a little dot like this, okay? So you might see it both ways. Right now the tendency is just to leave the outlier out there all by itself. Okay, let's look at number 1. Here we have, it says draw a box plot of the car speed data. Here we have speeds. The first thing they had to do is put them in order from little to big. Then you had to find your median, your lower extreme, your upper extreme, your Q1, and your Q3. Well, let's just put these in order. You couldn't really see that, so you can see what to do here. All right, so let's begin. What's our smallest number? Is it 19? So 19, then after 19 it's 20, then I think it's 22, 23, is it 25? Yeah, 2 25s, a 27. Did I get all the 20s? Yeah, now it's 30, 34, and 35. And then we just have 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. When you're doing this, I always like it when it's an odd number because that means there's only one middle number. Okay, so there are 11, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your middle number here is 25. Yep, that's what they have, 25. Now we have our upper and lower. This is our lower, and this one is our upper. What's our middle number in the lower? 22. What's our middle number in the upper? 34. Yep. Q1, Q3. Your lower extreme, 19. Your upper extreme, 40. Now, kids, what you do with this is you make your box. Okay? So let's just do the box here. They've got one here, but let's do a box with all these dots. The box is formed with your Q1 and your Q3. So make vertical lines there, and let's do a vertical line with your median. Okay, did everybody draw 3 vertical lines? Now connect them. There's your box. Everyone got your box? Now we do the whiskers. It goes from Q3 to your biggest one, and Q1 to your smallest number. And that's how you do a box and whiskers, or a box plot. Okay, now let's look at 881. It says, draw a box plot of the data set below. Okay, let's just do this problem. Right now, they've got a tiny number line here for us to put our work on, so we'll see how that works out. All right, so let's put them in order. What's our smallest value? 15, 17, oh, 2 15s. 2 15s, a 17, and 18. Then it's 20, 2 20s. Writing these down. Then it's 22. What, 25? What's after 25, class? 27. Is that it in the 20s? Then we just have 2 30s. Did we get them all? Good. All right, let's find our middle number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20 is my middle number. Okay, then we have to find our middle. This is our, what color was I using? Was I using pink for lower and green for upper? That's my lower. This is my upper. Let's find the middle number. What's the middle number in the pink? 17. What's the middle number in the green? All right, so now let's make our box and whiskers. On this one here, let's just go by, we'll start, our smallest number is 15, so I'm going to say 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm just going to write down by 5s. It's such a tiny number line. All right, so I'm going to put a vertical line over 20, a vertical line over 17, that's 17, and over 27. That's my box, right? Does everyone get the box? Now we do our whiskers. A dot above the 15, little whisker. A dot above the 30. And there you have it, your box and whisker. Any questions on how to do these? Pretty simple. How do you interpret the data? Okay, it says, let's look at example 2. Half of the drivers are driving faster than what speed? Well, if we look at, it says, what are we using to look at here? Half of the 11 drivers. Though a box plot does not show individual data, you can use it to interpret data. Does anyone know where they're getting this from? Well, maybe they're looking at the problems from half of the drivers are driving faster than what speed? I think they're looking back at the problem on the other page. This was about car speeds, yes. So half of the cars are going faster than what? What's in the middle? 25. So when you look at this page, half of the drivers are going faster than 25. So I think, yeah, that's where they got the answer, 25. What does the box plot's length tell about the data? Well, if you look at this one, when you look at the length of it, you can tell that the slowest car is going 19 and the fastest car is going 40, right? Most of the cars are going in between 23 and what? 34 miles per hour? Yeah. And then you have one slow car here and a faster car at 40. All right. Now let's go on and look at part B. What percent were driving faster than 34 miles per hour? Well, when we look at this page here, what percent is faster than 34? That's this piece here. That's what percent? Do you know how these are broken up, kids? They're broken up into 4 pieces. This is a fourth. This is a fourth. Even though this is bigger, a fourth of the data is on that, and a fourth of the data is on the whisker. So there's one, because 4/4 equals a whole, right? 1/4 plus 1/4. So on this whisker, a fourth of the data is there. What's the decimal? What's the percent for 1/4? 25%. So the answer to this one, what percent were driving faster than 34 miles per hour? 25% on that one. Okay. Now, in example number 4, the median is 72.5. That's your middle number. The first quartile is 65. The third quartile is 80. Your low extreme is probably 56. Your upper extreme looks like 90. It says, is there an outlier in this one? Yep. This is your outlier. And I think we pretty much described it, didn't we? Okay. Now, let's go to look at letter C. And in letter C, it says, the number of games won in the American Football Conference in a recent year is displayed below. Find the median and the measures of variability. What's your median in this one? What's the middle number? 8.5. Right there. That's your median. 8.5. It's in between 8 and 9. Okay, so it says find the median. Check. The measures of variability, that would be the range, which is 13 minus 1. That's your range. And now we have to find the IQR. So that's Q3 minus Q1. This is your Q3, right? And this is your Q1. 5.5 is your Q1. So 11 minus 5.5 gives you what? 5 5/10. So your IQR is 5.5. And I think we answered everything they wanted. Okay, now I want you kids to make a box plot for number 1. Okay, put your numbers in order from little to big. Find everything and make a box plot for that one. Answer B and C. I'm going to walk around. I will give you the answer to that one in just a moment. But go ahead and try to do it by yourself. And if you work hard on that, then your homework is just to do a couple problems on the page. And you might get to work in groups if you work hard on this, okay? So let's do this. And then your homework will be to do problem number 1 and 3. That's all I'm going to have you do for classwork homework on page 883. So let's do this, and then we're going to do 1 and 3 on 883. That'll be it.